This is KEXP. It's 90.3 FM worldwide. We're KEXP.org. We're broadcasting live from Mexico City in the fabulous Panoram Studios, and we've got another great Mexican band going to do a live performance for us right now. No Somos Marineros. Welcome. Take it away. live in Mexico City from Panoram Studios. It's KEXP Seattle live performance from Nos Somos Marineros. I'm so glad you were here. It sounded great. Thank you.
Yeah, you go.
Vamos. Live at KEXP in Panoram Studios from Mexico City. Nos Somos Marineros. Amazing. Thank you so much.
Gracias a ustedes.
Gracias a ustedes. I want to thank Normal, Panoram, everyone at KEXP here in Mexico City, back in Seattle, everyone that helped here in Mexico City, the city of Mexico City, and all our listeners. Thank you so much. This is KEXP Seattle.
Adiós. Feliz cumpleaños, papá.
My name is Chile from KEXP. We've been broadcasting live from Mexico City at Panoram Studios and featuring great live performances. We just had a killer set from Nos Somos Marineros. Thank you so much for performing live for us today, and thanks for talking with me.
Thanks for the invitation.
You're really welcome. How was it? It was really fun. It was a great closer for our broadcast.
Yeah, we were really stoked since we got the invitation for doing it, and for us it's been a long way, right?
Yes.
It's like winning an Oscar. No, but it's really like we're all fans of KEXP and the live sessions you guys do, so it was really important for us to do a great show. Yeah.
Cool.
Beautiful milestone.
Yeah.
I think. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just so you know, for us too, it was really cool to come here to Mexico City and feature some bands here. Sometimes bands will come up to Seattle and perform.
Yeah.
We've had a few in studios there, but just not enough. So it was really cool. I mean, to come here, even though it was only 16, I could easily pick 32 more or more. But we had a really cool mix, and I'm so glad you guys were a part of it.
Yeah.
It really meant a lot to represent some cool music
Then
from
also
Mexico.
thanks to the team at Normal, also that made this also like possible. So yeah.
Normal was a big deal for me. It's one of the first festivals I came to here in Mexico, back when I was in Monterrey.
Yes.
I went a couple years, and that really changed my perspective on indie music and bands. And the fact that you have bigger name bands with smaller bands, but both from Mexico and Latin America and from the States, just seeing that there's no difference necessarily.
Yeah.
If you like a band from New York, why wouldn't you like a band from Mexico City? You know, there's Chilean hip hop, there's Argentine rock.
That's what I love about Normal. It's like a melting pot. Like, we've actually played a couple of times there in a showcase the first time, and then in the actual festival while it was still in Monterrey. But we've all been fans of the work they've been doing. I think that I hope they go for another 10 years, and you guys another 30 years. Yeah.
Thank you. Me too.
We're really thankful for those kind of platforms. Like they allow us like to play with. I mean, not alongside, but on the same day that maybe Pierce Darrows and the guys from Death Moon are playing, and it's like I've never imagined in my life that I would be able to meet them. Yeah.
But you can like both kinds of sounds.
Yeah, exactly.
Totally. Are you guys living here in Mexico City?
Yes.
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 It reminds me some of Seattle. It's much bigger here, but there's such a diverse range of bands. And there are cool festivals and clubs and writers that really support.
Yeah.
What's it like here in Mexico City for you in the music scene? And let me put it this way: what are some of your favorite things about living in Mexico City musically?
I mean, at least for me, I mean, I've been around playing with bands like for the last 15 years and going to shows. Actually, that's where we met, like I don't know, almost 20 years ago. I don't know, a lot ago. So I mean, it's more like our way of just hanging around and being with friends, and you know, like it's like now after all those years, it just feels like super natural to just being part of this that we've been around for the last X years, you know. So yeah,
it's hard, but it's also really rewarding when like for instance, we rather do our own shows than wait for some I don't know, some promoter to do some shows, some scene shows. Instead, we do our own sort of DIY shows with bands we like and even bands we dislike, but just for the sake of like putting on a great show, and everyone gets a fair share. And Mexico City allows that to happen. However, Mexico in general is a really rough country to tour on, because there are only like small big cities that actually support any kind of entrepreneurism in music-wise. Like there are a lot of big names, and there's a lot of people doing all sorts of stuff. But yeah, we rather be doing our own thing. We don't really take part in any of the scenes, but I guess some people individually they recognize us from this place or this other place, and being part of that scene. But nah. Like for instance, El Shirota is a band we've been playing with for like 6-7 years. Yeah, we started almost at the same time, and then at some point we did something like this. We put our own ways, scene wise, and then yeah, we're just meeting again. Yeah, it sort of happens like that. So Mexico it can be bittersweet. Yeah. Yeah.
So you mentioned you two met at a show.
Yeah.
How exactly did the band all come together? When did it start?
I mean, we met because we studied. I mean, I'm way bigger than Carlos. I mean, like 5 years.
4 years.
4 years. So we went to the
80,
same school.
He's 80. He's almost died. Like he from cancer. Yeah, he really serious cancer.
So I had a band a lot time ago, and so after that, I think I don't know why we met again. Maybe
he had a band. He played in a band with friends of mine from high school, and then he went to the same middle school as my brother, my older brother, and they played soccer together, soccer together, and then we met in the local little scene that was happening, because we actually are not exactly from Mexico City, but around Mexico City, in the suburbs, Ciudad Satélite, like El Shirota, they're also from there, and then like 10 years, no, like 5-6 years later, we cross our paths again, and I knew he played bass awesome, and then the other guys from the band are two good friends from a long time ago, and then I was like, we should start a band. You play drums well. You play. I was actually originally going to play bass, but then I remember he played, so I showed up to the rehearsal, for our first rehearsal, with a guitar instead of a bass guitar, and then called Gustavo, and that's how it started. Yeah, and then from there, it was just having fun. It's always been that, like, we only do the things that we like, and yeah.
And you changed it up a bit from the last couple records, purposely, or just how it's felt to make music?
Change? You said change?
Musically.
Like musically? I mean, we've been listening to music, like, you know, like we have been sharing music from a long time ago. So, like, naturally, like, just like the way we are changing bands that we listen, or even like going back to other bands that we used to listen like some years ago, you know, like I think that we've been sharing like kind of like the same music ways since, and I think that's just for the sake of getting together, doing music, have a nice afternoon, or, you know, like like I am very happy to see that we are here now just for the sake of really being friends and playing together
and enjoying it.
And I think that's the best part of it, you know.
Also, like, for instance, I know you played in El Sonido our song Violencia River, and it's really different from what we're doing
definitely
now. So that song doesn't resonate anymore to me as a person, and I know that people want to hear it in the live shows, but I'm older, I'm different, and so our music always resonates with whatever we're feeling during that time, and I don't feel like I'm representing myself as well as, or as good as, explaining a little bit more. Like, it's really vague, Violencia River. It's a song about not being able to sleep, and now, like, our first long play and our second long play, they have themes around them. I don't know if they cut through to the people who are listening, but to us they do have, like, not a bigger meaning, but like or deeper, but more constructed or more well thought out.
So you mentioned the first two, the full lengths. It's been the last one came out in 2017.
Our last record, 2017.
Mhm.
Yeah, Darcy. Yeah.
So I want to know what's happening now.
2 years ago.
Well, we have a small little compilation with a bunch of Mexican and North, from America. But America, we're America also. From the States, from some parts of the States. We're doing a mini compilation. We're trying to get funds for the relief of the earthquake
Cool.
that happened like 2 years ago.
Mhm.
So there are bands like Nothing and Title Fight, and there's another band called Supernatural Psycho.
Mhm.
I think they're from Philadelphia also. I
Body
don't
Hit?
remember. Body Hit from Florida. It's like a two-piece with a full band. It's really good. The lead singer sings beautifully.
Mhm.
And then there's a Venezuelan band, and we played actually the song but without vocals today
Mhm.
because we weren't really sure. We just wanted to feel to know how it feels to play it in a closed environment.
Uh-huh.
But that's the song that we're putting on that compilation.
How'd it feel?
And I don't know about a third album. Maybe we'll split up because he won't give me my royalties.
What? Are you thinking about new songs? Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're sort of getting there.
Mhm.
I mean, Darcy, it took a lot of us,
Yeah.
and we're reinventing also not only those songs but the songs from our earlier record. Yeah. So it's
Very cool.
Yeah.
It's just like the feeling that always comes together, you know, like we feel like we need to do new stuff, like after touring a lot with one record, and you know, like after
Mhm.
just getting a little bit like tired of the songs of playing them again,
Yeah.
and
Or maybe
it's
just kill the record. Like for me, it isn't dead already. Like Darcy
Mhm.
has, it took another life actually right now because we're going to Guatemala and we're planning to go to the States soon and maybe going back to Colombia. A lot of stuff with this record because we haven't toured this record
Mhm.
over there. Yeah.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say I really, really appreciate you performing today. It was a great finish to our Mexico City
yeah.
broadcast, and
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
I hope it
And,
was. Yeah. I hope it was worth it for you guys. and
Are you
for-
kidding? Yeah, it was amazing. Uh-huh.
Their backs. Camera woman. Yeah.
For me, at the end of the session, I had like the little tingly. I don't know.
Really?
I don't know how to say.
You
Yeah,
got goosebumps?
it was, I don't know how to explain. There's a mood that you
Yeah.
created that
thank
put
you.
off a warm vibe
It's
that
all
I
love.
really, really like.
It's all love.
Thank you.
Thank you
guys.
very much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I
thank you.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Yeah.
Discover new music at listener-powered KEXP.org.